Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. In this video I'll be showing us how to come about this beautiful trendy exaggerated cap sleeve. Okay, this is what it looked like after I had reproduced it. Now if this is what you are interested in learning, please do well to stay to the end of the video, and please subscribe if you haven't, like, share the video as well. Okay, so now we're on the table and I have my fabric. Now what I've done is to fold my fabric into two. Okay, so I folded into 2 by 7.5 inches. Okay, now this measurement is just perfect for a moderately exaggerated sleeve. Anything more than this, you may have it becoming too long. Okay, so this is 7.5, and I determined the length. I decided to use a length of 14 inches. Okay, but this 14 inches is also optional depending on how much you want the length to be. Okay, so from the top of the fabric I came down by 8 inches, which I've marked, and from that 8 inches I'm marking 2.5 inches. Okay, so now this 2.5 inches is also optional. You can decide to mark go 2 inches inwards or 2.5 inches inwards, but I went in by 2.5 inches. Okay, so do not forget I came down by 8 inches and went in by 2.5 inches. Okay, yes, so it is from that 2.5 inches that I'll be having my curve, the curve you see at the tail of the sleeve. So I just went ahead to use my pattern ruler to create that curve. You can also use your free hand if possible. Okay, now this sleeve is very simple, guys. It's very simple. So after you're done doing this, the next thing you want to do is to come to the top of the sleeve, which is like the center of the sleeve, go down by 1 inch and then come in by half of an inch. You're just using that to create a very tiny notch, and trust me guys, it can be less, but just make sure that the length is longer, the vertical is longer than the horizontal. If you're using half inch, the vertical should be 1 inch. If you are using a quarter inch, the vertical should be times 2 of that. Okay, it should be half inch. Do you get? So I did 1 inch by half an inch, and I'm just going ahead to cut the fabric. That is it, guys. It's very simple. That is it for the cutting or the pattern drafting of this sleeve. Okay, yes, and then I'm just going ahead to cut that tiny notch. Like I said, it depends on how tiny you want it to be. This gave us a good result. If you want it more pointy, okay, if you need it to be more pointy, you can do less, probably a quarter inch horizontally, and then by length you can maybe do half inch. Okay, so now I'm going ahead to reproduce this sleeve in I'm going ahead to reproduce 3 more of these sleeves with my fabric. Okay, because I used 2 for my lining, 2 for the main sleeve. Okay, if you are using any other lining, go ahead and reproduce 2 for fabric, 2 for lining. So all in all, I had 4 pieces of this sleeve in this fabric. Okay, and that is what I'm going ahead to do to cut it out. Okay guys, so if you're new to this channel, this is me telling you again a very big welcome to you. Please do well to subscribe if you haven't, like this video. Okay, and I have tons of other tutorials on my channel that you can learn from, so do well to check them out. Most importantly, do not forget to turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. Okay, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you big time. Okay, so I've gone ahead to cut 4 pieces of this sleeve. Okay, I'm just going ahead to trim the parts I don't need. Okay, so this is me now trimming the notch. Okay, yes, as you can see, and then afterwards I will take this and put my gum stay on it. I did that off camera. Okay, now I used my hair stay for the main fabric, and I used a thicker stay for the lining. Okay, now I kind of realized that the paper stays kind of rumples the fabric if you're not careful enough. So because I didn't want my fabric to get rumpled, I used the hard paper stay on the lining. This is it, and then I used the hair stay or cloth gum on the fabric. Okay, yes, so that is it. So basically this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this to my machine and I'm going to stitch this side. This is like the top of the sleeve. Okay, so I'm going to stitch that side. I've done that already. Then you can go ahead and give it a good press, and after you give it a good press, open it as so, and then just stitch that notch you have at the top of your sleeve. Okay, that's what is going to make your sleeve look pointy, so you're going to stitch that as well. Make sure that when you're ironing this, you're stitching this is at the center. Okay, and please do the same for the every other part of the sleeve, both the fabric and the lining. So I've done that, and that is what I'm going ahead to show you. I'm just going ahead to bring it out, and this is what it looks like, guys. Okay, now as you can see, I've brought out all the parts of the fabric. I've brought good side out, so this is it. I have my 4 pieces ready. So this is what your sleeve would look like when you're done. Okay, but the only thing now is that we have to attach the lining fabric to it. So what I did was to close good sides together. That's the good side of my fabric to the good side of my lining. I'm going ahead to insert them in each other. Then I also go ahead and stitch. Okay, I'll just stitch round the sleeve. So at this point you are going to determine where you bring out the sleeve from. Okay, because you have to stitch it round. So for me, I decided to stitch it out all round and then leave the side opened. Okay, so I'll stitch one side all the way and then bring it out through the side. Okay, so there are many ways you can decide to bring it out depending on what you want or the style you're making. You can decide to open a bit of the lining and then bring it out through the lining side, so that after you sew, just the lining will be open. Then you can decide to hand stitch it. Okay, but for me, I brought it out through the sides. Okay, so I'll go ahead and stitch it all around and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so I'm done. I've stitched everything. So as you can see, like I earlier said, yes, that's where I brought it out from. Okay, so for that area, I'll just give it a good press. I'll give this sleeve a good press, and then while I'm ironing, I'll just hem that side inwards. Okay, so that everything is concealed. But guys, this is what it looks like. You can see our sleeve is ready. All that is left right now is to give it a very good press, and then you would see the outcome. Okay, trust me, I hope this is very simple, guys. I hope you found it easy, and if you're working on it, just be rest assured that this is very simple. Okay, so I gave it a good press and I've used it to style my dress as I showed you earlier in the video. This is what we have. Isn't this lovely? Isn't this beautiful? Okay, so this is it. It's very simple, very easy to make. You can try it and leave your comments in the comment section. Okay, if you haven't subscribed, please do well to subscribe, do well to like this video, do not forget to share, and most importantly, turn on your notification bell so you get notified when I drop new videos, because I always drop amazing content. Okay, so make sure to leave me your comments in the comment section of what you think. Do not forget to stay tuned. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.